Yo guys, what is happening? Welcome to Multiple Games and welcome to another episode of our Minecraft Let's Build a City series. Today we are back here in the mall and I'm pretty excited to say that I did make some progress on the roof here. I've been working on it a little bit. What we're going to be working on today is hopefully getting to start on the inside here and maybe building this dome. But yeah, essentially what I've been doing is, well, we all saw this was laid out like so, and I wanted to make this like a big common area, so I filled in a couple areas like so. Just with some random blocks or whatnot and some random designs. And then I built out this big sphere in the middle, which is going to be like a look-in area, I suppose. I've also finished up this area heading into it, which kind of just goes like this. And it's just another one of these glass sections, as well as I've carried out this glass section the entire way along. So yeah, I think it does look pretty good. I think it's starting to look like a mall on the top. All of these stores have the tops finished, which is awesome. And yeah, so what I want to do is I want to go around and place a glass layer like so. And then maybe we can work on a sphere, but I also want to start on our first store today, and I have an idea as to which one we're going to do. But yeah, so I want to build some form of dome here. We're going to be using the white stained glass, and I think I know how we should go about doing this. So if we come up here, essentially all I want to do is go around. So if we come up here, all I want to do is I want to go around and just connect all these glass blocks going in. And I think if we just keep going in like this, we should get a nice sized pillar, or not pillar, that's not what we call it, a nice dome. Nice glass dome here, which I think will work out pretty good. I went with some sort of pattern here. What I do, I think these are 9 wide, then 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, and then 9, and then that just sort of continues on each side. And that's how I did go about making the circle. I did not want to record that because it's kind of a pain to count these things out, and I don't know. I know, again, you guys say that you want some more detail and more insight into how I actually build everything, but I'm hoping that this will be enough as we go ahead and do the dome here. But yeah, I think this is going to be a really cool addition to the mall here. It's going to make for a nice central area if there's ever, like, if Christmas ever comes around. Well, Christmas will come around if Christmas ever comes around. Oh boy, that sounds so, like, depressing and whatever. Of course, Christmas will come back around. When Christmas comes back around, we can put a big Christmas tree here. I guess I was thinking if we'd still be on this world when Christmas came back around, but I think we will be. So, yeah, when that comes back around, we can go ahead and place a big tree in here. And yeah, it'll just be like a nice central area. We could have a couple little stores, maybe a restaurant in here. So I think it'll be it's a good addition, definitely. All right, that's already looking pretty cool. Let's keep going. So we're just basically building this thing up all the way. I'm hoping that I'm going to get it right here, because if you mess up one of these glass blocks, it's usually pretty hard to tell if you misplace one. So I'm just going to try to be very careful as I place them down. And I think that way we're going to make sure that we don't actually miss any of them. Also, when it comes to the floor of this place, I've been trying to decide between using white concrete and quartz. And I think I'm going to go with quartz just because it looks like a marble finish, which is what most malls I feel would have. So I think we're going to be using quartz blocks for the ground. We also haven't used too much quartz anywhere in here, minus the side of this building, which we're going to be replacing anyway. So yeah, I think that's going to be the best move for us, just to make it look very kind of sleek and like a shopping mall. Just loving this line of condominium buildings and whatnot that we have also near the mall. As we add more and more of those, I think this is going to be really cool. So I'm happy that we have those in there. So we got a couple layers done on here. Eventually, we're just going to cap it and just fill the rest in. I'm not sure at what height we'll do that. Maybe we'll do one more layer and then we will just cap it off, just because otherwise it will look ridiculous. Then it starts to look like a pyramid, so we don't want that. Let's just go ahead here and do one more of these. This will also provide a bunch of natural light to the mall, hopefully making it look a little bit better than just having a bunch of torches and whatnot. I'm going to try not to use as many torches, or if any, in this project, but we might just have to do it for some areas. But I'm thinking that for the most part we can get away with sea lanterns and other means of light. This is looking pretty good. Yeah, I think we're just going to cap it off on the next one. So on this one here, we're just going to literally fill the whole thing in. And with the placement of a few more blocks just like that, our dome is now finished. And I quite like how that turned out. It kind of looks a little bit strange from above, but not too strange. I think we could definitely get away with that. It's not too tall or anything like that, so I think it looks pretty good. Hopping on the inside now. Yeah, that's definitely like a cool entryway. It feels very big in this scale mall, but I think it looks pretty good. And now we can kind of get a feel for what it's going to be like inside. Again, very open feeling. It kind of feels like an outlet mall, but with, a ceiling. But yeah, I like this a lot. This feels really good. Check it out. There we go. We're all good and all finished, I think, for the roof, and that's exciting. Moving on here, next what I wanted to do was get right into building this store right here, which is, of course, the Apple store. You guys already know that. Because I did mention that as we were laying them out. And I'm going to be trying to go store by store and trying to finish them, but I figured there's nothing more exciting than starting with the first one here. Oh, I was getting scared there for a second that that was 4 wide, but that's actually supposed to be like that. So, yeah, this one's going to turn out really good, I think. Start off with a nice little entryway there. We may have to add a little bit more of a logo or some detail on here. I've actually got a picture of one pulled up in front of me here, and I think most of them use like this kind of gray concrete. So why don't we go ahead and add that in here to start. It's more of like a light gray concrete, and mind you, they wouldn't use that. In fact, this isn't even really that accurate. It's like a whitish, like we could probably pull off the white concrete, but I want some differentiation from the wall. Yeah, this will probably do the trick. That I feel like that's pretty accurate. And then in terms of the benches, it actually looks like they would use like an oak color bench, or maybe actually birch is probably the most accurate. So let's go ahead and get some birch ones going here. And what we want to do is just start adding tables. So we're going to start off with a couple of these 2 wide tables actually. Just doing something like that. And then in the middle of them here, I want to do like some basic shelves. So I'm not exactly sure how we should go about doing that, but maybe just something like this. In fact, let's do this a little bit better. There we go. If we plan for a shelf to be right there, that would actually help out quite a bit. And then we can get into our next set of tables right here. Same deal with these tables over here. We're just going to start building them out like that. And these ones can actually be a little bit bigger. Let's go ahead and bring them out to here. Yeah, I'm feeling like this is actually looking pretty cool. So we've got all these nice little tables going on here. I also want to add some lighting up here, so let's go ahead and do some cool lighting. If we go ahead and do something like this could be pretty cool. We'll go down on this side, and then we'll do it on the other side and see what kind of space we have left in the middle. There we go, it's pretty good. So on either side, we're going along with the sea lanterns just like so and splitting them up 2 wide and 1 block apart. Something like that should work, and then in terms of what else we can do, oh, actually we get like the perfect amount here. And you're probably thinking this is a lot of lights for this store. However, when you look at the picture, there's actually a ton of lights in these Apple stores, so I think this will work out just fine. They also have like a black aspect on the end of their store, so I think if we just go along and do something like this would literally add enough detail to it to make it kind of look like that. Cool, so if we continue now on the inside here, what I wanted to do with the ceiling is actually go ahead and add some slabs going all the way around the lights. Just making them look a little bit more recessed, which I think will be a nice feel for the store. And there we go, just like that, we are almost done the entire roof here. It does take a little bit more time, but I feel like it's just going to be a nicer look for the store in general. Ooh, and actually this kind of looks cool doing this as well. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go along and add this on the bottom of each light here. I think that's actually a really cool, nice little touch. Really cool, nice little. Yeah, I couldn't think of another word to throw in there. Awesome. A really cool, awesome, nice, spectacular design. Yeah, I'm hyping it up way too much. But this, I think, will be a cool touch. There we go. It's a pretty good look so far. Now what I want to do is continue this table design over on this side. And then again over on this side of what will be the shelf. The shelf would be like where they keep all their headphones and kind of like weird non-Apple made products like the Beats or whatever. In fact, I'm going to flip this around just to make this a little bit more realistic. That's much better. There we go. Pretty happy with that design. What we also want to do here is maybe add in some like kind of advertisements. So if we use some black concrete, they usually have a couple different kind of like ads running on top of their displays. Also, I double layered the walls so somebody would be able to do all this. So that looks kind of cool there. And we'll do one on the other side here as well. All right, and then at the back, I'm trying to think about if we could do like the geek bar or whatever. Not the geek bar, but like what is it they call it? That where you go and you learn how to use your device or whatever. Maybe we could have a big one of those back here. That'd be awesome. And then we could have basically a bunch of chairs lined up for people to sit down at and learn how to use things. Right, and then they would usually have some sort of like big huge screen back here, which they would show you how to do everything on. The lag that I'm getting right now and in general in this game after the new update is just so brutal. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure if I can handle much more of it. Anyway, let's go ahead and use buttons for the actual phones themselves, just because they are like a nice little rectangular shape. They kind of do look like the phones. So these first 2 tables will lay out entirely with them. I did think about the laptops, and maybe we could do something with some sort of item frames, but then again, I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, we could definitely do something just like that and do something like this, and that I think would just work just fine. In that case, so what looks most like an apple here? Oh, you know what we could use? An apple. There we go. That's a nice little touch for those. In terms of the actual desktop computers, I was thinking about those as well, and I was thinking we could put like a little stand on them here, and then just have a little piece of black concrete. Something like that might look just fine for them. I don't know, they sit up quite a bit, but we'll leave them at that. And maybe these are like a couple computer mice back here that you could buy. Well, I would have liked to have the buttons all facing that way, to be honest. Let's go ahead and change those all. Didn't realize you could change the rotation on these, which is actually quite helpful. And since I just learned that you can place item frames down, we might want to do some stuff like that and just like some little quartz to maybe represent like earbuds. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do these on all of these displays just because it kind of looks like little tiny items that you could grab and pick up. And guys, I think that right there is going to be the end of the Apple Store. Not with this on the ground, though. That's not what I wanted. But yeah, I went for a pretty simple look here, and I think I accomplished it with still adding a bunch of products and whatnot. It's not the most realistic store on the planet, but I think it does do a good job, and it's definitely identifiable. That's what I meant to say, as the Apple Store. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I might add a logo here if I can get one that kind of looks good. But other than that, I think we're just gonna have to end it there. That's looking pretty good. So yeah, we have the entirety of the roof done for the mall now, including our big huge dome, including all of the tops of the stores, and these nice little walkways, as well as the Apple Store, which we just finished up, which is the first official finished store in the mall here. Maybe what I'll go ahead and do now is add in some layer of exterior, not exterior, but you know what I mean, the hallway flooring, which will be the courts, and then we can start on some more stores. But yeah, pretty happy with how things turned out today, guys. I do appreciate you guys all watching. If you have any suggestions for stores that you'd like to see built in this mall, we're going to be doing a couple more of them here. Not sure if we're going to do every single store on camera, but I will do definitely a few more of them here before we end our mini mall series within our City Let's Play series. If you guys are enjoying these videos, though, I really appreciate it if you guys leave a like. I know that you guys always supporting these, which I totally appreciate as well. But I'm going to end it there. Again, if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to go down below, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys all in the next video.